Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks, a weekly entertainment and knowledge sharing program aired live specifically to share with you knowledge that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the field that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, Ahmed Al Rawahi, with you here live on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break before we start with an interesting interview today.
The nation's station, Oman FM.
Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, Ahmed Al Rawahi, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, are you aware about the benefits of water sports and how it can help you stay in shape? Well, my guest this week is from OmanSail's new unit, the SeaOman, and he is all ready to share about water sports and benefit it brings to you. Mr. Said Al Rawahi will be sharing with us today about the various activities from sailing, diving, charter of yachts, team building, water sports, and powerboat courses that the new unit in OmanSail is involved in doing. Which of course focuses on developing people, building necessary awareness of the Sultanate, and fulfilling the sports engagements for improving different skills. Skills that include communication, leadership, teamwork, and problem solving. Now, what are these sports and how can you benefit is our topic today, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chidi, how are you?
I am very good, thank you.
Akhbarak tamam inshallah.
Zain, alhamdulillah.
Great to have you here today on our show in Knowledge Talks.
Thank you for having us on the air as well.
Just ladies and gentlemen, just for the sake of clarity, I said Chidi because that's the brand Said bags with it, and that's the name that he's known with. Chidi, how are you doing, Said?
I'm very good, thanks, Tariq. What about yourself?
Tell us about OmanSail.
OmanSail, the best way to start with it is maybe to even give you a little bit about the history of how it started in 2008. In 2008 is when His Majesty wanted to start a company up to bring back our maritime heritage. Mm-hmm. As we all know, the Omanis are officially sailors, and the way he did that was he formed a small team that would compete against different countries. So you've got like the RC44, the Extreme 40s, the American Cup, and from that's the way OmanSail actually developed and grew over time. And then to give back to the community and stuff, we decided to teach people how to sail as well and give them the same opportunity. And in order to do that, we started off with one school, and over time we grew to lots of different schools. But to give you a simpler way of doing it as OmanSail, if you imagine in a triangle, we split down into 3 segments. So you've got the sports side of things, which is the idea is going back to what I said, engaging the youth of Oman to grassroots levels through national teams and eventually into Olympic competition. And then we've got another segment, which is the commerce side of things, to support, facilitate, where necessary, to create elements of the marine leisure tourist industry And most important, obviously, we've got the brand to bring Oman as a destination. So through these things, we've started to develop and create the sailing schools. So we started off with one in Marina Bandar Roda, where we were able to teach kids how to do their basic sailing courses. And as the demand grew, we obviously grew as an entity. And we, alhamdulillah, now we have 4 centers. So we've got one located at Marina Bandar Roda, The Wave, Masana, and in Sur. And the plan is by 2020 is to have 7 schools around the country. And as of today's date, we've actually taught 17,000 people how to sail.
MashaAllah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And
across Oman, yeah?
Across Oman.
Okay.
And
Is it only Omanis or?
No, it's a mixed, but predominantly the 17,000 is looking at an overall picture.
Okay.
And the aim is by 2020 to hit 70,000.
70,000.
70,000.
Okay, but this you said even expatriates, right?
It's a combination, yeah.
Okay, and what is the mix like?
Sorry, what was the question?
I mean, the ratio of number of Omanis or expatriates who are in this. You said 70,000 have been 70 or 17?
17 so far.
Okay.
And the aim is to be 70,000.
70,000. Out of that 17, how many are Omanis?
To give you that exact figure, I haven't got it with me today.
Okay, but a bigger chunk of that is Omanis.
Yes.
Actually. So the interest is there.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
the issue that we have at the moment is we've got such a high demand.
Okay.
And to try and get them all to fit in is the thing that we're struggling with most, which is great for us because that means the interest is there. People want to learn, people want to develop, and it's a skill that you can take on forever.
Okay. So when you say the skill, what kind of skill?
Okay, so to give you an idea, so basically the way the sailing courses work is that you don't need any experience to participate. It's designed over a 2-day period. 2-day course, starting from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then once you've completed your level 1, there's 3 elements of it. You can go on to your level 2 to your level 3. Now the thing is, by the time you've reached your level 3, you can become an independent sailor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And these are sort of skills that you can acquire while you're doing the course. Works on a lot of different elements apart from your fitness, which I'll come into in a second. But your motor skills, your communications, working independently, working in teams. So, and a fun environment where you can meet a lot of different people who have a similar interest.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And that all happens in 2 days?
Yeah, so the 2 days you finish one course.
Okay.
And then you go into your second and third. Yeah.
How many courses are there?
There's 3 levels.
3 levels?
Yeah.
So we're talking about 3 courses? Is that?
3. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then you end up getting a certificate?
Yeah, so once you complete each course, you get a certificate. OmanSail is actually ISAF recognized, so you actually get an OmanSail certificate, and then you can go into your second and third level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. What is the prerequisite for someone to join in?
As I said, you don't need any experience whatsoever to join. The only thing that is required is to be 8 and above years old.
So you have to be 8 and above years old. Male, female, no problem?
Not a problem. We can teach in English and in Arabic.
Oh, so you teach English and Arabic.
Yeah.
When is the next course?
When is the next course to take place?
Yes.
Actually, the next course is this weekend, which is getting pretty filled up already.
Can I get a space?
Absolutely. For you, we will make space for you.
Thank you very, very much. So, and so you say anyone above 8 years old can join in?
Yes.
It's male or female,
yes.
Local or expatriate, they
Absolutely.
all can come and join in.
Absolutely.
The timings is from 8 in the morning until 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much is it?
For a child's course, it's 75 reals.
Okay.
And then for an adult's course, it's 90 reals.
Why the difference of the price? Is it the materials shared? Or?
No, it's not. It's just obviously to support the parents. Obviously, a lot of families in Oman who have lots of kids, so it works out a little bit better that way for them.
What kind of things are they being taught exactly?
Okay, so I'll use level 1 as an example. So the way it works is you'll do a bit of theory. So you'll learn the basics of sailing.
Okay.
You'll do some land drills as well.
What's a land drills?
Land drills is basically when it's practicing how to sail on the land.
Okay.
Before you actually get in the water. So the way the course will go is they will put you in a classroom. They will explain to you the basics, the names of the different parts of the boats, different positions, basic commands, that sort of thing. And then you'll go into what we have like a dinghy park at the back, where they'll get you into a boat. We have different types of boats for kids and for adults. So just say, for example, it's a child, they will put them in an Optimus where they can sit in it and practice, and they will go through it with them to build the confidence, obviously, before you put them on the water, as well as to familiarize themselves with the boat.
Okay.
Once the instructors are comfortable with that, then they will take them in the water, and they will learn basic sailing skills like going downwill and tacking a bit. And then as they develop over the 2 days, they will do capsizing, which is turning the boat upside down. In case this ever happens, they know how to bring it back up.
Okay.
And that's what basically in a level 1 will be. And the interesting thing is that each level, it's not a completely different course, but it's you build on what you've learned previously, and you have to use that, plus you learn more. So you're constantly developing throughout the 3 stages.
Okay, so a participant or a member can't just go and jump to level 2 or 3 without going to the previous levels, right?
No, absolutely, yes, yes.
Because they build
on the knowledge, yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to call in is 24602058. I repeat, that's 24602058. We have Chidi with us here, and he will be more than welcome and happy, of course, to respond to any of your queries. We're going to take a quick break before we return with an interesting session today.
Oman 90.4.
Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer Ahmed Al Rawahi, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Water sports engagement and what is OmanSail doing, and also the new unit which is in place is our subject today. And Chidi is here with me, and he is also here with you. For the number to call in is 24602058. If you have any specific question that you have which I have not asked, feel free to call in. That's 24602058. Chidi, you have a new unit which is known as SeaOman.
That is correct. Yep.
For OmanSail.
Yeah.
What is this new unit about?
Okay, so SeaOman was developed as the commercial entity of OmanSail. So when we started off, we obviously had OmanSail, and we had lots of different activities. So we had sailing, charters, wakeboarding, and diving. And as the company has grown, we had to try to come up with a new way to sustain ourselves. As the demand increases, the amount of equipment required increases, and obviously to sustain ourselves in salaries and things. So the commercial entity was developed to bring in money to sustain ourselves. So SeaOman was designed in a way that to be affiliated, to be powered by OmanSail, and SeaOman itself will be the commercial entity of OmanSail.
Which was introduced in...
It was introduced about 2 years ago.
Okay.
But we haven't really pushed it as much until we got our branding guidelines and we were confident in the direction that we're going in.
Okay.
So that's been out there now for just over 2 years.
How many team members are there right now in SeaOman?
In SeaOman as itself, the sales team, there's about 5 of us. But as a department alone, including, say, the instructors and the actual the team that charters the boats and stuff, you're looking at about anything between 30 to 50 guys.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So 30 team members who are working under the SeaOman, which is... SeaOman is a new unit which is under OmanSail.
Yeah.
And OmanSail, of course, is a government initiative.
Yeah. So with regards to that, so we're backed by the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
And in that direction, with regards to the number of people that work there, yes, that is correct.
Okay. Brand SeaOman as a brand. Why do you call it a SeaOman?
Okay, that is an interesting question. It came up with from one of our colleagues that worked there. They were looking for a fresh image. And the idea is to see as in SEE, Oman. But being a maritime company, we thought we'd play with the words a bit and give you that whole image of Sea Oman.
Yeah, but I like the name. It's really nice. The brand SeaOman. It is nice actually and very catchy. How many people have registered so far for these? Sorry, before saying to talk about the registration, because I do not want to mix it with OmanSail, because this is a new unit. what are the activities of this new unit again?
It's the same. With OmanSail and SeaOman, it's still the same entity.
Okay.
We run the same activities.
Except you
It's
guys
just
are...
there's one way to look at it. So you've got like OmanSail, that actually focuses on branding the country, you know,
Okay.
and then you've got SeaOman that provides the commercial activities. So as I said, it's the sailing, the charters, the wakeboarding, and the diving elements of it.
Yeah.
So, but we still work together and we support each other.
Okay. And then for SeaOman, you're more into selling those activities?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And
So
that's
the SeaOman, it's all about bringing money in,
Okay.
and the other side is about marketing the
brand.
Sail, the brand itself.
The brand itself.
Yeah.
Okay. And the courses that you've mentioned before the music break, is it for all of the activities?
Each element is slightly different.
Mhm.
So, like obviously with the sailing side of things, you've got the different types of courses. With the charter, it breaks down into two elements. There are courses involved in it with powerboat courses.
Okay.
And the same thing with diving. They are obviously got courses how to learn how to dive, as well as people who got their licenses can go out and come diving with us.
Come diving with you.
Yeah.
And is it the only place that people can go diving, per se?
No, there are other entities out there in Oman,
Mhm.
but with regards to diving, we've got two dive sites. So we've got one in Masana, one in the Wave,
Mhm.
and we take people out to the Damaniat Islands,
Okay.
which, funny enough, we'll go into that a bit later, but it's a place that I would highly recommend everyone to go visit. It's been voted the top 10 places in the world to
Wow.
snorkel and dive.
Oh, mashallah. Okay.
And the interesting thing is you'll find a lot of people in Oman that haven't visited. Have you visited,
No, I haven't.
Tariq? Then you have to definitely come and have a look at it at some
I'm
point.
coming to join you guys and go to visit it as well. I believe it's a different world altogether.
Absolutely, yeah. So with that, and with the advantage we also have is the equipment that we have is the top of the line in the Middle East. We're able to service our own equipment. We're able to so apart from servicing, we're able to look after the machines that we've got. I'm not correct in the terminology of the machines, but from what I've been told, it's the state of the art.
Okay.
And the guys that we have on the ground are the only ones that can actually do this kind of work on it as well.
Like on these items.
Of these items, so the cylinders and stuff like that. We're the staff that we've got are the only ones that can actually do it, who are highly qualified. It's a specific job role.
Okay. And can people buy these equipments and use them
We
for
don't
personal
sell.
use?
We don't sell the equipment, but what we do is we can rent the equipment out.
Oh, you do rent the
Yeah.
equipment out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And these locations that you've mentioned, like the Damaniyat, for instance, is it only restricted for SeaOman?
No, as His Majesty has declared that the ocean's open to everyone. We've got over 3,000 square kilometers of coastline.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff to go out there and see. But the prime point is Damaniat Islands, which has got 18 dive spots. So there's a lot to see out there. You also got other sites further down south towards Fahel Island and Ben Khairan, where you have some wreck dives.
Okay.
So with regards to diving, there's a lot to do out there.
How do you compare yourself to other dive centers in Oman?
The main thing is with us, it's all about quality. All our equipment and stuff was ensured to be at a high standard, as well as with the diving itself, the people that you have are all Omani, the guides who have been doing it. One of the guys actually we've got on board has been doing it for over 20 years. So they're very experienced in that sense. And the other thing is when you come diving with us, it's the experience that you will endow with us. So it's a lifetime experience that you'll go out there and see how professional everyone is that you deal with.
Okay. Now, I understand from you is that one can come in. I can come in and take a training and then I'll be able to dive.
Yeah.
And I'll get a license, of course.
Absolutely.
Allowing me to go diving.
That is correct.
If I have the license and I would like to come again just to do the diving, there's a certain fee that I need to pay, right?
Yeah, so the way the diving works is basically the only prerequisite, again, is you got to be 8 and above to come diving.
Yeah.
And then we have a diving course. It's called the Open Water Dive Course, which basically runs over 4 days. You'll do a bit of pool theory. You'll do a bit of pool exercises as well as theory, and then you'll go out and do 2 dives.
Alone or with someone?
You will do it in a small class, maximum a group of six people, and then you'll go out and you'll get your dive, which is a PADI license, and once you've achieved that, you can come with us whenever you'd like to come diving, and join the groups that come diving with us.
Okay, this is done every day?
Yeah, we're OmanSail and SeaOman. We're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the activities in the morning is at 8, from 9 to 5?
It's from 9 to 5, yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to return and have an interesting session with Chidi.
The Nation Station. Oman FM.
Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer Ahmed Al Aremi, with you here today live on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Water sports activities and engagement that are done at OmanSail, and especially with the new unit SeaOman, and the man who is sharing all the details today is Chidi with me here. A very interesting discussion we're having with Chidi. In fact, I personally myself want to get into water sport activities, inshallah ta'ala. We've talked about the sailing course. It's one of the activities that you do at sail at SeaOman. What are other activities that you do?
So yeah, as we mentioned earlier about the sailing and the diving, so the other 2 entities are obviously charter of yachts.
Okay.
So we'll go into that. So with the charters of yachts, we've got a range of different types of boats.
Okay.
The idea of the boats that we have is to accommodate all our clients' needs. So whether you're looking for a day boat to get you to the islands quickly, or if you're looking for a sailing type of boat, we can accommodate that, as well as if you're looking for a luxury overnight yacht with cabins on board, which is our flagship of OmanSail Orana, to these other bigger yachts, motor yachts, like a 61-footer Majesty. So the idea is that any client that gives us a call, we have a different boat to accommodate their needs.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
So I can take a yacht, I can call you for one of the weekends and take a yacht and take all my friends and go around?
Absolutely.
And what do you have on top of the yachts? You got all food and all the stuff?
So yeah, so with the yachts and stuff, they all come, and the boats, they all come with their snorkeling gear.
Okay.
And you have water, and obviously you'll have a skipper on board.
Okay.
And paddleboard, which is seems to be one of the popular activities in the last couple of years.
What is it?
A paddleboard, the best way to describe it is, imagine a surfboard.
Okay.
And you've got a paddle, and you stand on it, and you paddle away.
Oh, that's nice. And how many people can get into a yacht?
Different boats, a different number of people. So the smallest group will be 5 on our Balerian, which is a Dragonfly. It's a sailing boat, a trimaran. And then our largest boat, our flagship, which can accommodate up to 12 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
The smallest is 5 people. And do we get a driver as well?
Yes. All our boats come with skippers. Yeah.
Skippers, the drivers who will take.
Yeah, the captains of the boats. Yeah.
The captains, and they for how long is the?
So you can charter boats for half a day, which is 4 hours, or you can charter a yacht for a full day, which is 8 hours. And obviously, if you want to do overnights, we can accommodate that, whether it's 1 to 7 nights, or even sometimes we get people chartering our yachts for 2 weeks at a time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Just give me a typical scenario. How does that happen?
So they would. So these clients would come from international waters, and they would want to accommodate. They would want to charter out from the Wave and make their way down south towards Salalah and back.
Oh, mashallah,
Yeah.
that's really, really nice.
Yeah.
So you got a teams of 5. You say it's up to 12. You're saying, right?
Yeah, different boats are different. The maximum capacity. It all depends.
Awesome, awesome. And what are the other activities you're doing?
We've also got, within the charter, we've actually got our RYA powerboat coursing. So we're actually able to teach people how to drive boats. So the beauty thing behind that is, if you do the course, you can actually charter some of our boats and take them out yourself. So rather than having the skip or the captain to take you out, you can actually take it out yourself with your friends and family.
But that after training?
After the training.
And normally how long the training takes?
So again, it's a 2-day course. It starts...
For the yacht as well?
Not for the yacht. It's up to 12 meters. It's an actually internationally recognized qualification. So once you acquire this, you can actually rent boats around the world.
Okay.
So it's quite a powerful car that you can get. And it's a 2-day course. It's taught in English.
Okay.
And once you've acquired it, you can do lots of different ways. You can go down our share a boat scheme, where instead of owning a boat, you basically buy certain numbers of days in advance at a cheaper rate. And the beauty thing behind that is it gives you the feeling of owning a boat, but you don't have to worry about fuel, insurance, maintenance, wear and tear. You literally give us a call and say, I'm coming down. We get the boat all ready for you, and off you go.
That's really nice. That's a very good, opportunity for people that want to own a yacht. There you go. You can provide the yacht for them, and they can come in with their families and friends. Is the license applicable to all the boats?
No, it's as I mentioned, it's only applicable to two of our boats that we have at the moment.
Okay.
So you're looking at a 29-footer and a 32-footer.
Okay.
So which is big enough. So like the number of people you can take on the smaller one is 8, and on the larger one you can take 10 people, which is fantastic for a day trip to go to the islands or to go to Banda Khairan, which is very popular on the weekends.
Okay.
Or even go fishing. So it's the best way and a cheaper way to get out on the water.
Okay. When is the best time of the year that you recommend for people to do it? Probably not now. It's too hot, right?
To be honest, I would like to say certain times of the years, but we're open throughout the year except for Ramadan.
Okay.
And what we've noticed in the last couple of years that we are busy throughout the year.
Wow.
Even during the summer. So there is no right or wrong time. It's more like how enthusiastic you are to get out to go and see the sea life. As Oman has 3,000 kilometers of coastline, there's so much to see out there, and there's a lot of things, as I've mentioned in the past, that Damaniyat Islands, not a lot of people have been to that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hidden treasures Oman has down towards the coast, towards Shangri-La. So you've got Cemetery Bay, which you can only see from the ocean side of things. We've got the dolphins to go out and see, the whales. You've got the whale sharks that are coming out now. And you can also see the Ahlam Palace from the ocean side of things, which you can only actually get to see that if you go out on a boat. So there is a lot of hidden beauty out there that Oman has to offer.
Okay, well, that's really nice. So you got the sailing courses, you got the charter, or what else?
And then we've got the wakeboarding. We've got a small wakeboarding school where we're actually able to teach people how to wakeboard, to water ski and kneeboard. Once again, you don't need any experience, and that's the thing about SeaOman. All our activities are designed for people with no experience. As long as you're above the age of 8 and willing to try a new sport, then absolutely we're here for you. So the wakeboarding and water skiing and kneeboarding, we've actually got a specialized boat for that, which we operate from the wave at the moment, and we go out just at the breakwater and you're guaranteed flat water. So it's fantastic location to learn how to wakeboard. Okay,
mashallah. And apart from that, water, the wakeboarding and water skiing, what else do you have? These are the only activities?
No, these are the predominantly the main ones, and then we've obviously got team building, but that's mainly designed for corporates.
Okay.
So we facilitate a lot of companies with their fun days activities in larger groups of up to 500 people. And then we've got a different entity which is more of a specialized CBD team building activities as well. But these are predominantly the 4 activities that we can provide to anyone that walks into one of our centers tomorrow.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break and return back with Chidi on the SeaOman activities.
Radio 90.4 FM.
water sports engagements and the benefit that water sports has compared to the normal sports is one of the things that a number of people have asked me, and especially when I said that I've got SeaOman team will be coming here on air to talk about. So tell me, Chidi, water sports compared to the normal sports, how do you compare them?
Okay, the interesting thing behind that is that with the normal sort of sports that you'd play requires certain aspects to get on with it. So like, for example, with the water sports activities, you've always got the fun element. So let's use wakeboarding, for example. Yeah, with wakeboarding side of things, you're out in the water, and especially Oman being a very hot country, yeah, you're always surrounded by water and always in a cool environment. But actually, when you're wakeboarding, you're using all your body muscles from your neck all the way down.
Oh, that's good.
So it's a very, it's not a physical, it's not a contact sport, but it's more physical. And the best thing is you're having fun. Compared to like going to the gym, a lot of people like myself hate going to the gym, but I do really enjoy doing water sports activities. And subconsciously, it's actually a workout without realizing it. And that's the really cool thing about a lot of the water sports that we as OmanSail facilitate, and water sports in general. They all have some element of exercise form.
Yeah.
We talked about paddleboarding earlier. On the paddleboards, again, it's really good for your core as well as your upper body and your quads, because you actually got to balance on the boards. And that's another sport that seems to be growing quite big in Oman, actually.
Okay, mashallah.
Then you've got other sports that we as OmanSail don't facilitate. Let's use a common one that everyone knows, jet skiing.
Okay.
Everyone in Oman loves jet skiing. There's a lot of places where you can rent out jet skis. Yes, there's not a lot of physical work to be done, but when it is choppy and wavy out there, it does give you a bit of a pounding in your biceps and triceps.
Mashallah.
So there's a lot of different sports out there that can give you a workout without even realizing it. Kite surfing is another one. Kite surfing is a fantastic way to get out there and work out all your muscles. It's a very, very good sport out there.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick call we have right now on air and then get back to our interesting discussion, Chidi. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Very nice program.
You're very welcome. Man, who's speaking?
This is Najwa.
Hi, Najwa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
So you're planning to join SeaOman soon?
Honestly, it sounds very exciting, but I've always been a bit skeptical about, diving and things like that because of all the, the cylinder, and I just feel like I'll suffocate. So I was going to ask for my kids, actually.
Okay, I'm sure. Don't worry, Chidi is here. He's going to make not only your kids, but yourself convinced, and you're going to join up the diving. Chidi.
I love swimming. I've been a good swimmer. I love water sports, but diving, both my sisters, everybody's been diving, but I was like, no, because I'm very allergic to jellyfish. So, I dive. I see a jellyfish. So I don't think Chedi would be able to handle that.
Yeah, well, actually, it's good. It's a good topic that you brought up, and that's where the program's actually designed for over 4 days, where you'll do some theory and you'll do some pool exercises. It's to build your confidence, to make sure that you're able to do all the activities that's required with diving. And the one thing that you actually brought up, which is a very valid point, is health and safety. We take it seriously in OmanSail with regards to health and safety across all our elements. Everyone is first aid trained, as well as the divers, as I said earlier, have got over 20 years experience. So you're in probably the best hands out there who will ensure and look after you throughout your experience. And the idea of doing the pool dives is to build your confidence before you go out there. And I'm sure if you come down, we can offer you a free try dive in our pool just outside the wave, and get your kids involved as well and get you out in the ocean.
Oh, wow. I was also wondering, I'll probably give it a try, but I have two of my daughters who are very petite, they're 7 and 8, but they're very tiny. So I was wondering if it's suitable for them, or do they need to be a certain size to be able to dive, to try diving?
Yeah, all our activities start from the age of 8 and above. With regards to the equipment, I'm sure we'll find a size that fits their needs as well.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So you will be going soon, Najah, inshallah.
I'll wait for your, for your feedback.
Inshallah.
On Facebook, Tariq, and then I will go.
Inshallah. Oh, I wish you all the very best, inshallah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Inshallah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you look fit, Chidi. That's what I can tell you. I mean, I can look at you, I can say you look fit. So you don't do gym and you only do water sports? Or is it because you work for SeaOman?
It's a combination of things. So apart from the water sports, I do have some extreme sports that I enjoy, motocrossing.
Okay.
But yes, I do. I wakeboard, I kite surf, and I spend a lot of time in the ocean doing lots of different activities.
MashaAllah.
But as I was saying earlier, with the actual water sports activities, it's 2 in 1. You're out and about having fun with your friends,
Okay.
but you're also working your body and having a different scene. And as the temperatures are cooling down, you're going to notice more people getting out in the water.
Okay. How often should one do water sports?
There is no right or wrong answer, but I would say the more outdoor activities, the better it is for anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you wish to share to our audience before our end of our program today?
If you haven't been to our offices, we are welcoming. We're 7 days a week open. We look forward to welcoming you into our office. And feel free to come in and chat to one of our sales teams and have a go at it.
Okay, Said, thank you very, very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM 90.4 to share about the water sport engagement and SeaOman. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you and all the team and send my regards to Kahlan. He's a great man.
Absolutely, I will do.
Inshallah. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday, same time. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best and ma'a salama.
In a world of tweets and text, email, and instant messaging,
That's cool. That's edited way too fast.
are we communicating any better? Is it modern technology with the effects on both business and society?
There's a lot of spyware out there. Sneaks into your system, follows you wherever you may go.
Listen to Knowledge Talk, the show that said it all, with your host, Tariq Al Barwani, Tuesdays at 5 p.m.
Emotion.
Global.
Face it and talk it through on Knowledge Talk. Knowledge Talk.
That's what'll get me to buy a smartphone.
Or a wearable computer. Or a website that finally puts me in the driver's seat.
No.
Every week here on the Nation Station Radio, Sultan of Oman, 90.4 FM.
The Nation Station. Oman FM.